Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is kind of just a 2017 wrap up. I didn't really know what to do for an end of the year video, just kind of looking back on the year, reflecting on it, talking about it. I did film a video yesterday that it was a bunch of question and answers that I googled, and I wasn't really a fan of the footage that came out of it, so I'm just gonna redo it. And I'm just gonna basically talk about 4 different categories. What sucked about 2017, what was great about 2017, what I accomplished, and what my goals are for 2018. Yeah, let's just start off with what sucked about 2017. How do I put this delicately? 2017 was a dumpster fire on top of a hole. There were some good things, I'm gonna get into that, but for the most part, 2017 was rough. 2017 literally started with a bang. Right after the ball dropped, my husband and I, we were hanging out, and our house almost burnt down. Yeah, so that should have been an indication to just kind of like stay in bed for the rest of the year. 2017 started off rough. It got worse, it got better, it got worse again. There were a lot of terrible things that happened. I'm not really wanting to get into that a whole lot right now because I have a separate video planned for that. But there were, some things in my personal life, work life, financially, there's just all kinds of stuff that happened this year that made me want to just hit a reset button and try again. So on top of my personal things that have gone wrong this year and that have happened, there were also a lot of terrible things that just happened in our country. There was just all of the natural disasters. There was Hurricane, Harvey, Irma, and then there was the Vegas shooting. There was, the Eagle Creek fire, which is just a little bit east of where I live. That burned down 48,000 acres or something like that. There was a lot of things happening personally in our nation, in our world. I'm not going to name off all the celebrity deaths because right now I can't think of a lot of them off the top of my head. The biggest tragedy for me though was losing Tom Petty. I have been a huge fan of Tom Petty for as long as I can remember. I've seen him in concert twice, and this summer he actually played, at a venue just 3 hours from me, and I was gonna go to it, but it didn't end up working out because the tickets were so expensive, and I would have, it was right in the middle of a lot of traveling, and so it just didn't actually work out. And my literal thoughts were, oh, I'm, not gonna bother with this concert. He'll tour again next summer. I'll go see him then. And then a month and a half later, he died. So that really broke my heart. That kind of summed up all the bad stuff. I don't want to try, I don't really want to get too much into the bad stuff because I'd rather have this be a more positive video. So let's just start talking about the good stuff that happened in 2017. First and foremost, I went to Alaska. My husband and I went there. We hung out with my sister who lives there. So that was a lot of fun. It helped me knock off another thing on my bucket list, which is to see all 50 states. And so that just knocked that one off. I actually got my vlog camera finally. I've been wanting that for a while. That was just something that my husband did help me kind of like pull the trigger on that. I had saved the money for it, and just I didn't pull the trigger on it. I don't know, maybe I would just kind of like let my insecurities hold me back from doing it, but he went and actually got it, so that was really cool that he had that much support to go actually get it for me. Another thing that happened this year is that my family moved in with us because we did have the room, and it just kind of ended up working out that we were helping them out, they were helping us out. So it's been an experience. I haven't lived with my family in a long time. It's been a long time since I lived with my family, and now we got my niece living with us, and my brother-in-law. So it's been an experience. It's been a roller coaster. Another thing that happened this year that was really good is that my sister is pregnant. She is due in May and I'm really excited. She's having a little girl, so that will be fun to add that to the mixture, to have a brand new baby in the house. So on to accomplishments of this past year. I didn't necessarily accomplish a lot of things because I didn't really have a whole lot of things that needed to be accomplished. One thing that I did start doing was my husband and I started seeing a therapist, and that's been really good so far. It's been going really well. I've been toying around with the idea of seeing one just individually, not necessarily for couple issues, just for individual issues. And I think that was kind of a good stepping stone, because it's something that, you know, even though you want to do it, you know, you need to do it, you know, it's hard to actually take that step. There's a lot of, you know, there's self-doubt, there's, you know, all kinds of, you can psych yourself out, you know, it's hard to actually follow through with that. So I think I'm finally actually getting there to follow through. I think mental health is very important. It's, you know, it's definitely something that I'm glad that is in the process of actually being worked through. Another thing that I accomplished, it's really small and, you know, seems kind of stupid, was that we finally got brand new appliances for our kitchen. We've been in this fixer-upper for a long time. We've been slowly doing projects. There have been a lot of setbacks over the years, but we finally, you know, we actually pulled the trigger and bought all new appliances for our kitchen, which has been great. It's been amazing. I love it. Goals and resolutions for 2018. I try not to make a whole lot of resolutions, because I think that if I actually wrote a list of things that I resolved to do more in 2018 or whatever, or resolve for in 2018, I figured I'd probably just forget about them by February. So I try not to put myself on that pedestal too much. Besides, I do have this one that I do every year, is to read 20 books. And I've come close to it every year, but I haven't accomplished it. I didn't last year. Maybe I will this year, hopefully. You know, other than that, I don't really have a whole lot of resolutions. Just kind of the generic, you know, be happier, take better care of myself. I mean, I could say like working out more, which, let's just be honest, you know, life gets in the way and there's always excuses. I did buy a treadmill last year though. That is one thing I did do. So I haven't used it a lot in the last couple months, but I do need to start using it again. So that will happen. And then other than that, I have, you know, resolutions of finishing my house projects, which that is on my resolution list every year. We have done a few things, you know, most of the stuff we've done has been fairly cosmetic. So I'm just ready to actually get into the big projects that we have. I want to do a lot more traveling. We have plans to go to Disneyland in a couple weeks. I'm so excited. I've never been there before. We're going with my 3-year-old niece who has already been there like 3 or 4 times. So I'm super excited about that. We leave at the end of the month and I cannot wait. I will definitely be vlogging it too. Another thing that I really kind of want to get into more is different types of videos. Most of my videos are vlogs, you know, and I like vlogging, but I kind of want to expand. So I really want to, I guess, find my niche for my YouTube videos, and kind of figure out what my channel really is. Another thing that I want to get into is bullet journaling. I've been seeing that everywhere, so that would be something fun to look into. All right, so I think that about does it for my 2017 wrap up. I don't really know what else to say except for, you know, I really hope that 2018 has a lot more better days. So far, some things have happened just recently that has made me kind of look at things like they're actually really looking up. Financially, job-wise, you know, my personal life. So I'm really looking forward to 2018. So that does it for my little wrap up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful new year. And I hope that 2018 is amazing to you and that you just have a wonderful year. Go ahead and give my video a thumbs up if you liked it. Go ahead and subscribe if you like my channel, and thank you for watching. Bye.